It's the time of year where dehydration is a big concern, and today we're joined by clinical dietitian Michelle Swader from UW Health with some tips about how to increase your fluid intake. Hi, Michelle.
Hello, how are you?
Good. So let's first talk about dehydration. What's the problem?
Right. Well, the body has to work harder in hot weather to maintain its proper temperature so our temperature doesn't rise. So we use a lot more water in perspiration and respiration that needs to be replaced because if we are dehydrated, then it could cause problems with a lot of our system's functions.
So what's the best way? Water?
Well, water is definitely the gold standard, but any unsugared, non-caffeinated, non-alcoholic beverage like a tea or something like that would be a good option. But one thing that I try to encourage people to do is rehydrate with food, and that involves fruits and vegetables.
How much moisture is in fruit and vegetables?
Well, a lot of people don't realize how much there is. So there's about 90% or more in most fruits or vegetables. So if you're having a cup of cucumber, for example, you're pretty much taking in a cup of water as well as the water that you also drink. And then if you compare that with something that's processed, a potato chip or a cookie is only going to have 2 to 5% water.
Some fruits and vegetables more than others? I'm thinking like a peach.
Yeah, anything that's going to be juicy, something that's a little bit more on the dry side is still going to be 70%. And those kind of would be something like a potato or a banana. But if you think of something that's really juicy, and even something that's not necessarily juicy, like a cucumber or lettuce, is still a majority water.
Really? How about sports drinks?
Well, sports drinks are very helpful, but they will have other added ingredients, of course. So you might have sugar or some artificial sweetener. But if you're doing something like a cucumber or a tomato, you're going to have some natural potassium and magnesium there. So you're actually getting electrolytes in addition to the water. So it's actually a really great recovery item.
So how do you know if you're dehydrated? I assume everyone is to a point.
Yes, well, and it can happen in the morning. If we don't drink overnight a lot of water, we'll wake up pretty much the most dry we're going to be all day. We recommend to shoot for at least 64 ounces of fluids a day, in addition to whatever you might eat. But one of the items to kind of watch for is just to make sure that your urine is a pale yellow or even a clear color. If it gets really dark, that tells us that our kidneys have to work really hard to concentrate that urine.
All right, and the hotter it gets, the more we need to hydrate.
That's right.
Michelle, great advice. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.